Firstly, I would like to sincerely thank our hosts, CFE Certification, for their significant contributions to making this webinar possible. Thanks to their support, we have the opportunity to come together for this event. I hope this session will be productive and beneficial for all of us. Let me tell you a bit about CFE Certification. It is a UK-based international certification firm. I highly recommend attending their webinars and obtaining certifications in your field of expertise through their programs. At the end of the webinar, a link will be shared with you through chat by CFE. Once you will fill it out, you will be able to access your participation certificate for the webinar. Okay, let me briefly introduce myself. I'm a graduate of Bilkent University Law Faculty and completed my master's degree at Hacettepe University. My thesis topic was Inventorship of Artificial Intelligence within the framework of patent law. I have also published a book related to my thesis. Lastly, I am the author of the chapter Artificial Intelligence and Patent Law in the book called Artificial Intelligence, Technical and Societal Advancements, published by CRC Press. I provide consulting services in the fintech sector in London, work as a lawyer in Ankara and Istanbul, and I am a member of the Law and Human Rights Committee at the Artificial Intelligence Policies Association. Today, the content will be as follows: the development of AI and legal debates, AI in patent law, DABUS applications, the necessity of legal regulations for AI inventions, overview of the EU AI Act, and global AI strategies. I'll be turning off my camera during the presentation. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them after the presentation is over. So our first topic is the development of AI and legal debates. With the technological developments after 2010, algorithms and software such as self-driving vehicles, autonomous robots, real-time translation, personal digital assistants have been included in people's lives. Especially technologies like deep learning and machine learning have brought the development speed of AI to an incredible level. AI has reached a capacity to make decisions and perform analysis beyond human abilities. The effects of AI are observed in many subjects, such as law, medicine, banking, transportation, climate, education, aviation, energy, health, cybersecurity, art, etc. It's an indisputable fact that AI affects almost every aspect of human life. As AI increasingly integrates into human life, previously unaddressed legal issues have emerged. One of the branches of law impacted by AI is intellectual property law, particularly its sub-branch patent law. I would like to give examples of the connection between intellectual property law and AI. Our first example is Google's Magenta. Google, with its project Magenta, composes songs using deep learning and reinforcement learning algorithms. A specialized AI application has transferred painter Rembrandt's work onto canvas using 3D printers, replicating his unique brush strokes. This resulted in the creation of a piece titled The Next Rembrandt. Our last example is EMI, an AI algorithm called Experiments in Musical Intelligence, developed by scientist David Cobb, has produced musical compositions resembling the works of Bach, Chopin, Mozart, Beethoven, Rachmaninoff, and Stravinsky using the given data. Now we will review AI in patent law. At this point, AI systems can make predictions and even generate new information by analyzing large data sets. With these features, advanced AI has created some artistic works and started to make inventions. Due to the development of software day by day, the inventions of AI have become inevitable. This situation has led experts working on intellectual property law to ask some questions, and a debate has arisen as to who will be the inventor of the inventions made by AI. Now I will give you some examples of artificial intelligence system creating invention. Our first example is invention machine. Unlike industrial robots that assemble and copy circuits designed by humans, the AI system in Dr. Koza's patent designs new circuits. Dr. Koza applied for a patent to the United States Trademark and Patent Office with the invention machine he created, and he didn't disclose the AI as the inventor, and the invention in question was patented. Our second example is Dabus. Dr. Stephen Teller has filed numerous patent applications for inventions created by AI system he named Dabus. Unlike the examples given above, he cited Dabus as the inventor in the application forms. However, these patent applications were rejected. Now we will see these applications in detail. What is Dabus? Dr. Stephen Teller, who describes himself as a physicist who works on computer modeling of complex systems, especially the brain, has produced a new AI paradigm called Dabus, which means device for the autonomous bootstrapping of unified sentience, which creates new inventions and works of art without human intervention. Doubles is an AI machine capable of independently carrying out the entire invention process, with its main purpose focused on creating inventions. In other words, Doubles is an AI system that identifies problems and develops solutions without any human involvement. In 2018, Taylor filed various applications with leading patent offices worldwide, listing Doubles as the inventor. Doubles has two inventions. The first one is the food or fractal container. It is described as a food or beverage container with a wall profile with pits and protrusions. The fractal container's advanced heat transfer system, its ability to be intelligently locked and to stack several food containers on top of each other, distinguish it from other food containers. The second one is devices and methods for attracting enhanced attention or neural flame. It is defined as signals that are used to maintain increased attention and have symbolic importance. The neural flame is a distinctive signal that stimulates the rhythm in which creative thought occurs in the brain. This invention, which is a new type of warning light, grasps attention with different methods. The main purpose of the patent application for the mentioned inventions, rather than obtaining a patent, is to challenge the traditional view that AI cannot be considered an inventor and to test patent offices. Patent applications have been submitted across diverse continents worldwide. The patent applications in questions were filed not only with the European Patent Office, but also with patent offices in the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, India, Japan, New Zealand, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Switzerland, and Taiwan. Now we will see decisions regarding the rejection of inventorship of doubles, and we will first review the European Patent Office's decision and examination process. The first European Patent Office application made by Taylor, indicating AI as the inventor, was made on October 17, 2018. Dr. Taylor didn't indicate the inventor's name in the application form to EPO. The EPO notified the applicant and informed him that if this deficiency is not corrected within 16 months from the date of application, the application will be rejected according to European Patent Convention. While Article 81 requires the inventor to be stated in patent application, Rule 19 requires that the name, surname, and address of the inventor must be included in the application. Following this, Dabus was shown as the inventor with the designation of the inventor form submitted to the EPO by Dr. Taylor. EPO decided that designating the inventor is a formal requirement of the patent application. That the formal requirement is completely independent of the substance of the application, and that the application in question was rejected because it didn't comply with the formal requirements. Thereupon, Dr. Taylor asserted that Dabus was an employee and, as the employer, he possessed the right to submit a patent application. Therefore, Taylor stated that he had the right to request a patent by succession. The EPO stated that AI systems are not recognized as employees, incapable of transferring their rights, and unable to engage in employment contracts as they lack legal personhood. As a result, the European Patent Office rejected Taylor's application on procedural grounds. Upon appeal, the Board of Appeal rejected it, stating that the inventor must have legal capacity. The Board of Appeal's decision has served as a guiding precedent for EU member states, and similar applications in EU countries have resulted in decisions stating that AI cannot be considered as an inventor. Application to the United Kingdom Intellectual Property Office and examination process. Dr. Taylor submitted patent applications to the United Kingdom Intellectual Property Office for both inventions on the same dates as the European Patent Office applications and stated in these applications that the real inventor was Dabus instead of him. Contrary to the EPO's ruling, the UK IPO recognized Dabus as the creator of the inventions. Nonetheless, the UK IPO, interpreting the Patent Act Section 7, subsection 3, defining the inventor as the actual deviser of the invention, alongside the provisions in Section 13, subsection 2 of the Act, which defines the inventor as a natural person, affirmed that only individuals with natural personhood can be recognized as inventors. Following this, Taylor appealed the decision to the High Court of Justice, then to the Court of Appeal, and finally to the Supreme Court. However, the appeal was rejected on the grounds that Dabus is not a human being and that Taylor, as the owner of Dabus, didn't have the right to file a patent application on behalf of Dabus. Now we will review the application to the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Taylor files his next patent application with the United States Trademark and Patent Office. In the application form, the name of the inventor was indicated as Dabus, and invention revealed by artificial intelligence was included in the surname part. In line with the determinations of the EPO and UK IPO, the USPTO rejected the application and affirmed that the inventor must be a natural person. Subsequent to the USPTO's rejection, the applicant initiated a lawsuit in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia, seeking to overturn the refusal decision. Dr. Taylor argued that the inventorship of AI machines was not taken into account because AI inventions hadn't yet occurred when the US patent law came into force in 1952. In response to Taylor's request, the district court found the patent office's decision appropriate and agreed with the view that the inventor must be a natural person in accordance with legal regulations. Application to Australian Patent Office and examination process. Similar to the decisions of EPO and the UK IPO, the Australian Patent Office has decided that AI systems cannot be inventors or transfer rights due to current legal regulations and that the inventions made by Dabus are not patentable. Upon appeal of the Australian Patent Office's rejection decision, the Federal Court of Australia remitted the APO's decision and stated that AI inventions can be granted patents and Dabus can be accepted as the inventor. Following this decision, the full Federal Court of Australia unanimously ruled that an AI system cannot be named as an inventor in a patent application in Australia. It was a really interesting decision, actually. Now we will review the decisions regarding the acceptance of inventorship of Dabus. As mentioned previously, the Federal Court of Australia ruled that inventions created by AI are patentable, declaring Taylor's patent application valid. The FCA stated that the provisions of Australian Patent Act do not prevent AI systems from being inventors and that there is no article in the law that could result in AI inventions not being patented. The FCA based its decision on the above-mentioned rule that if the tree bears fruit, the owner of the tree will also own the fruit. which should be applied by analogy to AI inventions. According to the Federal Court of Australia, the purposes of the law are the public disclosure of innovation and scientific developments. Recognizing AI systems as inventors would serve these purposes. Otherwise, FCA emphasized that innovation across multiple scientific fields could regress. As explained above, this decision of the FCA was overturned by a higher court. Application to the South African Intellectual Property Commission and examination process. The South African Intellectual Property Commission was the first patent authority in the world to recognize AI as an inventor. In the application form, Dabus was stated as the inventor, and the application was accepted. The South African Intellectual Property Commission decided that Dr. Teller has the patent rights since he was the owner of Dabus. The purpose of this decision is believed to be to improve South Africa economically through the widespread adoption of AI inventions in the country and position South Africa as a science-friendly nation by being the first in the world to recognize AI as an inventor. Now I will evaluate the decisions generally. As reviewed above, Dabus was named as the inventor in the applications that were denied by the USPTO, APO, UK IPO, and EPO. The grounds for denial nevertheless differ. The EPO made its evaluation with a completely procedural approach. The UK IPO and APO evaluated and commented on the merits according to the provisions of the patent law and remarked on the grounds of the case, highlighting that AI is not a natural person and so is unable to become an employee or transfer its rights. USPTO, on the other hand, denied the applications under consideration by using a literal reading of the relevant regulations. Due to technological advancements, human contributions to the invention process are decreasing proportionally, making it increasingly difficult to qualify a natural person as the inventor. Therefore, existing human-centered legal frameworks need to be updated to include AI. Now, the necessity of legal regulation for AI inventions. There are three reasons for new legal regulations. The first one is encouraging innovation across sectors. Legal recognition of AI as an inventor can stimulate technological breakthroughs by ensuring that AI-generated inventions receive proper protection. This fosters an environment where innovation is encouraged and rewarded. The second one is driving economic growth. Patenting AI inventions can attract investments and promote economic growth by supporting industries relying on cutting-edge technologies. Countries embracing these advancements may gain a competitive edge in the global market. Law and technological alignment. Current legal systems must adapt to the realities of AI-driven innovation. Modernizing regulations ensures that the law remains relevant and capable of addressing the unique challenges posed by technological advancements. Overview of the EU AI Act. The EU AI Act is the first comprehensive legal regulation specifically addressing AI. It introduces a structured framework to manage AI technologies, marking a significant milestone in establishing clear legal guidelines for AI development and usage within the EU. The Act follows as a risk-based approach, categorizing AI systems into different risk levels, from minimal to high risk. This allows tailored regulatory measures to ensure safety and ethical compliance across various sectors. High-risk AI systems, such as those used in healthcare or transportation, must meet strict requirements. These include transparency, data quality, and human oversight, aiming to safeguard public welfare and ensure accountability in AI operations. Key implications of the EU AI Act for businesses. The EU AI Act introduces significant compliance requirements for companies, especially those developing or using high-risk AI systems. Businesses must now assess their AI systems risk, ensure transparency, and meet data and documentation standards. This creates new legal obligations that may require investment in compliance, infrastructure, and personnel. There are also some impacts on global companies. As the first comprehensive AI regulation, the EU AI Act has a global impact. Non-EU companies seeking to do business in the EU must also comply with its provisions, which could lead to broader international adoption of similar regulations. Companies worldwide may need to adapt their AI products and services to meet the Act's requirements, influencing global AI practices. Also, incentivizing ethical and AI innovation is important. The Act encourages companies to adopt ethical AI practices, offering a competitive advantage to businesses that prioritize transparency, fairness, and accountability. This can lead to increased consumer trust in AI technologies. We will review the global AI strategies, and we will first review the European Union AI strategy. In 2017, the European Parliament's recommendation on civil law rules on robotics brought AI to the forefront. Unlike other countries, the EU has not remained indifferent to the developments that AI may cause. Since 2017, EU has made AI a priority and taken concrete steps in this area. In 2018, the European Council introduced the AI Act proposal. The proposal categorizes AI applications based on risk levels, classifying them into unacceptable risk, high risk, and low risk categories. On May 11, 2023, the AI Act proposal was approved by the European Parliament, marking a world first. It represents the first ever legal regulation in the field of artificial intelligence. The United Kingdom AI strategy. When examining the AI strategies and reports of the UK and the EU, it becomes clear that the UK takes a different approach compared to the EU. The UK strategy is focused on promoting innovation. In contrast, the EU adopts a more cautious approach, prioritizing regulations to ensure that AI is used ethically and in the public interest. The United States AI strategy, the EU and the US adopt significantly different approaches to AI and legal regulations. While the EU focuses on creating model legal frameworks for AI, the US, home to some of the most advanced AI technologies, opts to avoid regulations that might hinder AI developments or economic growth. I would like to end my presentation with a quote from Stephen Hawking. Success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history. Unfortunately, it might also be the last. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. You can write your questions in the chat section. Okay, the first question is, how will the EU AI Act affect the commercial use of AI-generated inventions? Well, AI Act could create additional compliance costs and administrative burdens for companies commercializing AI-generated inventions, as they will need to ensure that their AI systems meet the standards set by the Act. On the other hand, the Acts focused on regulating AI technologies could also open up new market opportunities by ensuring that AI-generated inventions are developed and deployed in a way that meets regulatory standards. Companies that comply with the EU AI Act may benefit from greater consumer confidence and trust in their AI products, which could lead into increased market acceptance and demand. As the Act provides a legal framework for AI usage across sectors, it could also encourage more businesses to invest in AI developments. Thank you for this question. Okay, the second question is, how will the EU AI Act impact to patenting process for AI inventions? The EU AI Act primarily focuses on the regulation of AI systems in terms of safety, transparency, and ethical standards, rather than directly impacting patent law. Therefore, it doesn't introduce specific changes to how AI inventions are assessed or patented. The Act categorizes AI systems based on their risk levels, but it doesn't establish new criteria for inventorship or the patentability of AI-generated inventions. Therefore, it doesn't directly affect patent law or create new pathways for patenting AI innovations. Well, the third question is, can AI systems be held accountable for patent infringement? Under current legal frameworks, AI systems cannot be held accountable for patent infringements, as liability is generally assigned to human or corporate entity responsible for the AI's action. The EU AI Act and the EU AI Liability Act, which is currently under discussion, is likely to address this issue by clarifying the accountability of AI systems in cases of harm or infringement. The Act expected to hold organizations and individuals responsible for AI systems action, including any patent violations. While AI systems may perform tasks autonomously, the responsibility for their actions, including potential patent infringements, would generally fall onto developers, users, or manufacturers of the AI technology. However, for AI systems to be directly liable for patent infringement, further legislative changes and updates to existing patent laws would likely to be required. There is one more question. What is your approach to this question? Is AI should be the owner of patents or not? Well, for this, AI should have a natural personhood, so we need to change the current legal frameworks. And after that, I believe the AI should also have patents, because otherwise, the people don't go to patent offices for their AI systems inventions, and this affects economy and innovation. Therefore, at the end, AI should also have patents as well. It should have patent rights as well, like human beings. So I see that our given time has come to an end. Thank you for your participation, and I wish you all a great day. See you on other webinars.